Psychics on Etsy are out of control. And I'm not talking about the innocent people doing a couple of feel-good tarot readings or selling you a few pretty crystals here and there. I'm talking about the people who are selling vision healing spells, illness curing spells that are just PDFs or demon summoning spells for hundreds of dollars. And the worst part is, the products actually have buyers. Some of these shops have thousands of sales on their products, just selling PDFs that promise outrageous results with really no way to guarantee that those conditions will actually be met. Here we have a product that says it will summon an archangel for you for $700. They mean they will literally summon an entity for you and deliver that. There is no abstract energy, no idle metaphor of comfort. This is an actual celestial force. The seller has a statement here that basically says, if the archangel isn't summoned after you've paid the $700, it's your fault. She comes not for all, but only to the soul who says yes to divine alliance and infinite unfolding. And the benefits of this archangel are basically every single issue in your life will be resolved. They have failed to attach an image of the archangel. Instead of showing the being you're summoning, all I'm seeing here is an AI image of some generic looking broad. I can't believe it says only 3 left and in 4 baskets. And it's on sale. It's 50% off. Now you may think maybe they entered in the price incorrectly in the shop, right? Nobody's buying this. Maybe they have 0 sales. They do not. This shop has over 1,000 sales, and when you look at the products that some of the reviews are on, people have in fact bought their products that are priced at a few $100s. Here's a spell to summon 5,000 demons for $146, with 17 people apparently having this in their basket. You know, I think the real demon here is the fact that you can apparently finance this purchase. 4 payments of $36 with Klarna. Why do you even want to summon 5,000 demons, though? Isn't 1 enough? Like, 10 demons has gotta be enough, right? Here's a product for over $100 that says spiritual growth and wisdom DNA activation. This sounds like a whole lot of nothing. What do you mean? What are you saying? My DNA is activated. I exist. If my DNA wasn't activated, we'd have a problem. You know, and why are you selling stuff on Etsy instead of getting into the front lines of people suffering from radiation poisoning where their DNA just decides to throw in its 2-week notice? I can't believe the cure to radiation poisoning is sitting on Etsy spewing nonsense. The greed in this world is sickening. I work with quantum energies, spirit allies, and divine intelligence to realign, awaken, and transform with grace and ease. Quantum energies. Did you write Ant-Man? Did you write Ant-Man? Is that who's behind this account? Or one of the writers there? The quantum matrix of quantinality is tingling, you guys. My spirit allies have shrunk down to the quantum realm. Through shamanic intervention and cosmic time-space realignment, don't let the MCU see this post. The cosmic time-space realignment. I work across multiple dimensions to redirect energy. Well, yeah, I mean, you're working at least across 3 dimensions. Like, we are working in 3 dimensions at all times. Honestly though, spending 5 minutes looking at Etsy spells makes it exhausting to exist in any dimension. However, we have to press onwards, so we'll look at a few more of them in a minute. But let's first take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Private Internet Access, for getting us through this mess. When you browse the internet, it's basically like yelling your private info into a sea of people and hoping no one's listening. You think you're having a one-on-one with a website, but your data is passing through a bunch of nosy middlemen on the way there, which is where Private Internet Access comes in. It's a virtual private network, or VPN for short, that hides your IP address and protects your connection through an encrypted tunnel, protecting you from the eyes of hackers, internet service providers, or anybody who wants your private data, which is incredibly helpful for your personal security. Though a VPN isn't just good for shielding you, it also opens up a lot of entertainment options. See, many websites, sports events, and streaming services have region-locked content. As in, when you go on Netflix, for example, you only see what your country has to offer, but that's really only a drop in the ocean of content that's on Netflix's actual full international catalog. And with Private Internet Access, you can access all of it. It's compatible with all streaming services, which means the sky is the limit when you want to watch something. Recently, I wanted to watch The Dark Knight, but I realized it wasn't on my country's Netflix. But all I had to do was just change the location over to Germany, and
Boom. And the best thing is, private internet access can be active on an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time. And it's available for all platforms, Windows, Mac, Android, Linux, and more. And signing up is risk-free as there's a 30-day money-back guarantee with 24/7 customer support available. So you can click my link in the description and get 83% off private internet access. That's just $2.03 a month, and you can also get 4 extra months completely for free. Thanks Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into it.
Here there's a product priced at $47,000 offering to do an energy cleaning of your house. And this person went a little bit too far, okay? They could not get away with the outrageously priced spiritual products. They flew a little bit too close to the sun. Unless your buyers are snorting money spells left and right, chances they're gonna be able to afford this, not that high. But somehow this shop has 2 sales. Do I even want to know what products they're for? They managed to sell a $90 eyesight healing spell. So he says he will channel cosmic energy straight into your eyeballs and that your eyes might feel relaxed, lighter, energetically cleansed, and you may have a powerful vision improvement. He has a section at the bottom that says, "Why you can trust me?" Question mark. I don't know, man. Why can't I? It says he has worked with mystical energies for years, has a gift of directing light from hidden dimensions, and has a connection to higher powers. But that doesn't mean anything. That's just a bunch of hollow nonsense, right? You have years of experience? Prove it. You have connection to divine entities? Prove it. Get them to vouch for you. But there really is no reason to believe this person's credible when they have 2 listings over $30,000 about cleaning your house. And their tipping post says Tringeld. I'm supposed to believe they're a master healer who can correct years of improper vision. And one thing that really bugs me is how deceptive the packaging on these products is. They all look very feel good, like you are transcending your humanity, being uplifted by divine presence, empowering you in a mysticism kind of way. But the existence of these products, right, what they're doing, instead of being in line with this hopeful sort of packaging, they're separating people from their own personal agency and power more than they're actually empowering them. Like, it's concerning that they're framing their PDFs as the solution to the problems in the buyer's life, because this is the last solution any person should be relying on. There's option A, B, C, D, E, F that should be exhausted before you turn to this product. Here I found a psychic named Agatha, who I guess changes her appearance constantly. Maybe Agatha isn't AI. Maybe Agatha is actually just so psychic, she's so spiritually gifted that she has tapped into all of the parallel dimensional planes, right? She has extracted all of the versions of herself, so she can just switch in and out to deliver prime Etsy readings to us. Agatha may have cracked the code on the Matrix. Existing in many different places at once is probably how she's able to deliver hundreds of same-hour tarot readings a day. This singular product says 45 people bought this in the past 24 hours. And it says same hour delivery on this product alone. Okay, I'm gonna go to a different one. It's in 20 baskets, okay. 7 people bought this one. 3 people bought this one. 4, 15, 6, 3. Okay, I think you're getting the point. Agatha cannot be giving all of these personal messages to people unless she's doing this in an automated way. And, you know, it does make sense in a really unfortunate way why these products are so popular on Etsy. They're in high demand and they're very easy to create. The content of the product is incredibly easy to create because a lot of digital downloads on Etsy, right, are guides or education resources, bundles of things. And with that, there needs to be some sort of baseline level of research, factual integrity that's respected, some ounce of credibility. But with these shops, all of that can be fabricated. I mean, there is no need for informational accuracy or any research when it's all about the vibes. This account is my favorite, honestly, because it's just so stupid. It's like they paid for premium on an AI image generator, right? And then they went, oh shit, I haven't used my monthly subscription yet. I need to do something with it. I feel like I'm accidentally casting spells, trying to make out what the images are saying. End gossip and slaughter. Protect against emers and failudes. Protection from Genly. Envy spell. Who is Genly? Wait, what if Genly's an ancient evil? What if I summoned a demon right then and there? Oh my god, you guys, it's Genly. Oh my god. She's attacking. Genly is attacking us right now at 3 a.m. Oh my god. Gall glow up, Ritial, Raidenat transformation spell. I feel like the ancient scrolls are written here. Like this is a forgotten language going on down here. So here's a spell that says become powerful psychic. I'm a little bit concerned about what you need to provide for the spell. And this made me realize that a lot of these sellers are just taking a lot of people's data. I can't say I personally would trust it. For this become psychic spell, this person wants you to provide your name, your date of birth in date, month, year format, your current city of residence, your time of birth, and a brief description of your situation. Now, people who are into astrology will say, well, Savannah, that's like basic stuff for your birth chart reading. You gotta know where you're from. You gotta have the time correct. Sure, okay, fair, but why does this person also need a recent photo of you? Like, a lot of these accounts want your picture, they want your name, they want a lot of info about you to establish a connection to the buyer. But I gotta say, please be careful with the data you give to these people, and especially do not just be throwing your picture out there, okay? Because one, if they're doing nefarious activities with your data, you don't want your picture attached to it. Two, if they are actually skilled in magic, right, and you believe in that entire belief system, you do not want them just having your picture on file. What if you give them a 1-star review and then you wake up the next morning and your left toe has disintegrated, you've got one eyebrow, and they turned your spine into one of those weird bendy plastic tube things, okay? You don't know. If they are casting spells, why would you give them that power? There are some products on here where you might think to yourself, maybe it's not so bad that person got scammed, okay? Because they are buying evil spells to do evil to people. Here is the ultimate death spell. Okay, I said the word death. The ultimate death spell. Fast results. No, they are sending actual terminating energy to people. And there's a ruin your enemy spell that is apparently in demand and has been bought a few times. If you are buying a ruin your enemies spell on Etsy, I understand why you have enemies. Because if you're buying that spell, that implies that one, you have enough animosity towards people when they wrong you that you want them ruined, which is a bit excessive, and two, you want to ruin somebody, but you don't even want to do the work yourself. What happened to the good old days of egging people's houses, putting fart spray on their clothes? There's this super regret and guilt spell, same day, which is supposed to inflict regret and guilt onto somebody, which is horrible, but I think it backfired for one of the buyers, actually. It seems they had instant regret after making their purchase. I really didn't have a great vibe about this experience, received no pictures of ritual, no explanation, felt nothing but nerves after she said she did it. I felt like I had nothing to hold on to for hope or reassurance in the meantime. Responses were very short and felt automated, like they may have been copy and pasted. In a way, this might be the strongest proof of a spell working we have seen on here. Here's a spell that says it will banish your illness, and there are at least 23 reviews on this item. People have purchased it. It says 3 people bought it in the last 24 hours, and this shop in general has 25,000 sales. And the reviews here are confusing because people are leaving reviews before they even get any results. People are reviewing their stuff saying, I don't see results yet, but the service was good. That's nice, but in a cure illness spell, I want a little bit more than good service. You know, like for the illness to go away. Like, I'd sure hope so. Maybe the real spell was the friends we made along the way. We have solved the mystery. But there are 2 people who basically said that the product didn't work, and then one person said the seller took their details and photo and vanished. It's really slimy that people are actually getting away with selling spells that promise to cure something medically, because these buyers are incredibly emotionally and physically vulnerable. It gets to a point with some illnesses, if science or their doctors have told them there is no cure, right? There is no practical, measurable, scientific, provable way to move forward, they start turning towards any sort of option that provides hope. A lot of these buyers are looking for some sort of relief with their situation. They're looking to feel seen, to feel heard, to have their problems be addressed. And these sellers are stepping in, promising extreme results, taking their money. It is appalling that it is being sold by accounts that do not give a damn. Yeah, I don't care. I'll take this terminal person's money. The amount of apathy empathy out there, the amount of god-awful attitudes regarding others, the lack of empathy, it's just disheartening. It's so disheartening. Now, I wish right now I could wrap up this video in some sort of concise, punchy way, like a well-written YouTube video where you get to walk away feeling like smarter or feeling like motivated, inspired, or like you learned something. But no, honestly, I can't do that. I cannot authentically do that, right? I just need to say here, like, what the hell is going on with where we're at right now? You couldn't even predict stuff like this would happen 10 years ago, that people would sell $700 summon 5,000 demon PDFs online and people would buy it. I don't even know what the next years are gonna look like. Like, maybe I need a psychic to come tell me what 2026 and 2027 is gonna look like, because if this is what 2025 looks like, you guys, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm concerned. Anyway, thanks for making it to this part of the video. Just wanted to say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.